Standard 4 continued. Social studies. Accomplished early childhood teachers know that social studies is the vehicle through which young children acquire knowledge of the past and the present and prepare for the future. They know that for young children, understanding social studies begins with fundamental questions about who they are and where they live. While supporting individual development and identity, accomplished teachers move children into and out of a variety of social groups in school and the broader community as a way of developing the sense of social identity essential for understanding social studies. Teachers nurture children's abilities to work collectively and make informed decisions for the common good. Teachers' ultimate goal is to help children become responsible, productive citizens of their local communities, their nation, and the world. Accomplished teachers are knowledgeable about the fields of history, geography, civics, and economics. They understand the connections among these fields and effectively integrate the scope and sequence of social studies across the curriculum in developmentally appropriate ways. Teachers take advantage of children's natural curiosity about the world to introduce them to the ways in which social science promotes understanding of different cultures, people, and places. Teachers know the common misconceptions children have within social studies. For example, children might think that George Washington and Abraham Lincoln were friends, or that all Native Americans lived in teepees, or live in teepees. Teachers are adept at teaching skills and concepts in ways that ensure the social studies are not viewed simply as factual recall. Accomplished teachers plan for active and authentic learning experiences. Whenever possible, they use field trips, reenactments, and plays to make social studies come to life. Through the innovative use of literature, technology, artifacts, and data from places such as historical societies and museums, teachers provide children with valuable opportunities to gain a sense of human existence in the past and the present. Accomplished teachers also encourage children to make predictions about the future. Accomplished early childhood teachers strive to use children's natural curiosity to help them understand the concept of history. Teachers know that children need to understand their place in time and begin to comprehend how their lives are rooted in historical events. They use children's ability to recount stories as routes to understanding the concepts of chronology. Teachers of younger children might ask them to develop a timeline listing the events of a day, week, or even a whole school year in chronological order as a way of giving children insight into the concept of how people, objects, and experiences change over time. Teachers of older children might focus on the technological advances made throughout history, such as innovations in transportation or communication. Accomplished teachers might use examples of how people have mailed letters over time, from the Pony Express to email, to illustrate some of the ways that science and technology changed the lives of children's ancestors and continue to affect society today. Teachers help children develop a historical perspective on how our world is continuously evolving and yet remains the same in many ways. Accomplished early childhood teachers use developmentally appropriate strategies to help young children develop geographic concepts, and they provide opportunities for children to consider spatial relationships as a precursor to understanding the concept of location. Teachers find concrete ways to explain how people all over the world are connected to one another, including through the global economy. Teachers might prompt children to examine the labels on items, such as their backpacks or their clothes, to identify where they were made, and then pinpoint the item's sources on a globe or a map. Teachers might take children on walks to learn about their neighborhood, using directional words such as left and right or north and south to describe the orientation of traffic signs, buildings, and people. To make these experiences even more meaningful, teachers might help children subsequently construct a model or map of the neighborhood and discuss what they observed. Accomplished early childhood teachers use the concepts of civics and government to help children understand that in their learning communities, just as in their homes, there are rules, rights, and responsibilities that allow the members of the group to interact successfully. Teachers might regularly schedule meetings in which children interpret the classroom codes of conduct and discuss how to resolve issues. Teachers might guide children through the process of creating their own set of behavioral expectations and appropriate consequences for the classroom. Accomplished early childhood teachers know that young children may be aware of and concerned about problems in their neighborhood or issues they have heard about through various media. Teachers help younger children begin to understand the role that local agencies, such as fire and police departments, play in addressing such problems. Teachers of older children help them understand the levels and functions of government and envision their role as citizens. Addressing issues related to governance helps children learn to solve problems in a way that benefits both themselves and the community. Accomplished early childhood teachers help young children explore the principles of economics in the context of familiar experiences. For example, teachers might organize play stores, restaurants, and other appropriate economic venues to illustrate principles related to resources and consumption. Teachers might prompt children to create a class town with its own monetary system designed by the children, or might set aside certain days on which children are allowed to set up a business to sell something such as a craft item. Accomplished teachers hold discussions on such concepts as trade, wants and needs, supply and demand, and consumers and producers in order to help children understand that economics is a part of everyday life. Visual arts. Accomplished early childhood teachers sensitively interpret the ways young children use symbols and patterns of artistic expression to communicate their ideas and feelings. They promote children's awareness and creation of the visual arts in ways that are developmentally and culturally appropriate. Teachers have a broad background in the arts, which allows them to make visual arts an integral part of the early childhood curriculum. They are familiar with the unifying concepts of the visual arts, which include color, texture, line, symmetry, light, and shape. They are also familiar with various visual media, including drawing, painting, sculpture, and film, and they know some of the history of art in cultures throughout the world. Accomplished early childhood teachers understand that creativity is at the heart of children's artistic expression. They provide opportunities for each young child to experiment with various tools, processes, and media, and they mirror children's joy and excitement as children share the resulting artwork with others. Teachers use art materials, media, and concrete props with children as catalysts for talking and thinking about compelling design questions. They support artistic investigation and provide opportunities for children to observe, reflect, explore, and create using the visual arts. Accomplished teachers understand the ways in which eye-hand coordination and body-brain development are enhanced when children explore the visual world, and they can explain the many benefits of the visual arts to colleagues and families. Accomplished early childhood teachers help children look at art, talk about art, create art, and develop an awareness of the visual arts in their everyday lives. They create environments in which play, both natural and virtual, serves as a context for engaging in artistic activities. Teachers help children analyze and evaluate the visual arts. For example, accomplished teachers of younger children might have them pursue multiple books by a single illustrator to highlight the use of color or line, whereas teachers of older children might engage them in comparing styles among multiple illustrators. Accomplished early childhood teachers help children understand that there are many valid aesthetic approaches and responses to the visual arts. Whereas some children may consider a particular work of art appealing, others might find it unsettling. Teachers use examples from a variety of cultures to expand children's understanding of different approaches to beauty and aesthetic expression. They also help children appreciate beauty in the world around them and begin to manipulate their own aesthetic environments. For example, children may be encouraged to select and display their work throughout the community. Accomplished teachers value each child's developing appreciation of the visual arts and incorporate children's artwork in the classroom. Accomplished early childhood teachers use the visual arts to extend other aspects of children's learning. They seek opportunities to creatively integrate visual arts content and skills in children's daily activities and learning. For example, in mathematics, teachers may have children draw or paint patterns. In social studies, children might design a flag or represent an aspect of their culture through various artistic media. Music and drama. Accomplished early childhood teachers recognize that the performing arts enable forms of emotional expression that may not be available in other parts of children's lives. They strive to support meaningful and developmentally appropriate opportunities for children to engage in both drama and music. They design activities that reflect the diversity of the children in the educational setting and the local community, and they involve families in performing arts activities. Music is one of the first ways children experience communication, through lullabies, rhymes, or simple humming. Accomplished early childhood teachers know that music brings people together through song, movement, communication, storytelling, and performance. They provide young children with multiple opportunities to explore music through singing, dancing, and listening, as well as through the use of instruments. Early childhood teachers use music to enhance learning and development across the curriculum, and as a medium to develop skills such as body coordination and awareness, language, reading, memory, spatial reasoning, number concepts, and timing. Accomplished teachers also use music as a mnemonic device when teaching concepts such as counting, colors, relationships among ideas, and social skills. Accomplished early childhood teachers know that listening is a fundamental musical skill to develop in young children. Listening is a non threatening way for a child to participate in music because no performance is involved, and listening to music helps children learn patterns of sounds and rhythms. Teachers provide frequent opportunities for children to listen to and appreciate music so that they can expand their store of musical experiences and develop a vocabulary for talking about music. Teachers introduce various rhythms, melodies, and tones and help children to discriminate differences in pitch, beat, and volume. They select music that represents the vast range of human experiences and musical traditions. Accomplished teachers also use music to enhance the study of other cultures and languages and to help children appreciate various musical forms and styles. Accomplished early childhood teachers are familiar with the basic elements of music: rhythm, tempo, pitch, tone quality, dynamics, and harmony. They understand that music is a uniquely human enterprise which represents cultural, patriotic, and religious values, as well as the sense of a particular time or place and widely shared emotions and experiences associated with music. Teachers strive to integrate elements of music into the curriculum and daily routines. Accomplished teachers know that by listening to music, singing, playing instruments, and moving to music, young children develop healthy ways to interact and express themselves. Accomplished early childhood teachers provide time, space, and materials so that young children can explore sounds and rhythms. Teachers provide young children with opportunities to practice vocal and instrumental sounds through solos and ensembles. Most children spontaneously express whole body rhythm activities through creative play, and accomplished teachers use this expressiveness as a transition to drama and the performing arts. They encourage children to create and move to music as well as listen to it. They may provide opportunities for children to express themselves by singing and playing musical instruments. Teachers help children to improvise short songs and instrumental pieces using a variety of non traditional sounds, such as paper tearing or pencil tapping, body sounds, such as hand clapping or finger snapping, and electronic sounds, such as keyboards or synthesizers. Accomplished early childhood teachers understand that drama is a process through which individuals enact ideas, wishes, and conflicts, often in symbolic form. They are familiar with the basic elements of drama, including plot, theme, character, language, music or rhythm, and visual elements such as scenery, costumes, and props. Accomplished early childhood teachers know that acting out stories is characteristic of young children, and they understand that drama is one of the primary ways in which children learn about life. By creating and reenacting situations, playing different roles, exploring different viewpoints, interacting with peers, arranging the environment, directing the course of the action, and solving problems, children can make sense of their world. Teachers understand that for young children, drama is primarily an improvisatory process that fosters the physical, social, and emotional exploration of unfamiliar or challenging concepts or experiences within a safe environment. Accomplished teachers enhance the learning potential of dramatic play by encouraging children to reflect on the options they explore and the decisions they make. Accomplished early childhood teachers design and select dramatic activities using their knowledge of child development, individual children, and the community in which children live. They provide opportunities, ideas, and props that extend play, develop imagination, and encourage creativity. They provide children with opportunities to use the processes of drama to extend learning in the subject areas. They choose activities that foster teamwork, character building, empathy, self confidence, speech and language development, imagination, problem solving, memory, aesthetic appreciation, and fun. They encourage children to explore diverse roles, viewpoints, and motivations, to listen carefully to and interact sensitively with peers, and to adapt the environment to their imagination. Accomplished teachers guide older children in their ability to identify and compare similar characters, settings, and situations in dramatizations. Health education. Accomplished early childhood teachers are committed to promoting young children's health and well being, and they place children's well being at the center of the health curriculum. Teachers know that wellness results from the integration of the physical, cognitive, linguistic, emotional, social, and moral ethical domains, and that daily practice of the basic health skills of communication, decision making, goal setting, stress management, and conflict resolution helps young children to be healthy. Accomplished teachers understand that good health supports children's progress in all areas of development and learning. Accomplished early childhood teachers plan positive routines for play, work, rest, hygiene, and social interaction throughout the day. They implement skill-based instruction and health during play, meal, rest, and transition times. Teachers educate young children about their need for movement and play and help them develop effective strategies for maintaining well-being. Accomplished teachers teach and model daily health habits in nutrition, safety, hygiene, physical activity, relationships, rest, and quiet time. Accomplished teachers plan opportunities for young children to explore the unifying concepts of health, such as the influences of families, peers, media, culture, technology, prevention, and habits, to inform their health practices. Through instruction augmented by cues to action and ongoing feedback, teachers provide young children with opportunities to practice daily routines for personal health. For example, teachers may cue children to set goals for how many fruits and vegetables to eat every day and set goals for brushing teeth twice a day. They also encourage children to verbalize their needs, wants, and feelings in healthy ways, and have children differentiate when to make health-related decisions individually or with trusted adults and community helpers. Accomplished teachers use instructional strategies such as graphic organizers, checklists, and hypothetical situations to help young children think about their personal health choices, such as refusing offers of tobacco and alcohol or dialing 911 in emergencies. When young children are encouraged to share their reasons for healthy behaviors, they may be more likely to reduce health risks. Teachers might also use cooperative learning, problem-based learning, or service learning to support health practices across the curriculum and advocate for personal, family, and community health. Accomplished early childhood teachers are committed to ensuring children's safety. They equip children with the skills and knowledge to be safe on the playground, in the classroom, at home, in their neighborhoods, and online. They shield children from harm and readily educate and warn them about unsafe activities and hazards in the immediate environment. Accomplished teachers might use role-playing, discussions, or modeling to empower children to say no to safety hazards, inappropriate touches, or unsafe acts. Accomplished early childhood teachers are aware of patterns of behavior that indicate health-related issues, and they are alert to any shifts in young children's behavior, appearance, emotions, or academic performance that may signal problems. If they notice any potential warning signs, they follow up with detailed observation and then talk with children and, as appropriate, with families. Teachers pay close attention to children's health questions and concerns. They cautiously evaluate situations and then, based on their interpretation of the information they have gathered, they determine appropriate next steps. Teachers access up-to-date health-related information, products, and services to promote child health, and they team with other health and educational professionals to coordinate the necessary supports for each child. Accomplished early childhood teachers reach out to families to promote healthy habits for young children and communicate with families to share information on developmentally appropriate health habits and wellness routines. Accomplished teachers can inform parents about the latest findings on the role that health plays on cognitive growth and development. They encourage parents to set goals to reduce the number of hours children spend in passive play with media and to increase the time children spend being active in order to increase focus and to reduce stress. Accomplished teachers work with families to encourage children to get sufficient sleep and adequate nutrition in order to be alert and ready for learning. Physical education. Accomplished early childhood teachers know that physical education has an important impact on the development of the whole child. They understand that gross and fine motor skill development, healthy lifestyles, body coordination, and social skill development are essential to growth. They are familiar with research showing that physical fitness supports children's academic progress, improves posture, and helps address the issues of childhood obesity, attention to task, and classroom behavior. Teachers provide well-balanced physical education programs in order to promote the well-being of children, including lifelong physical fitness. They are advocates for physical education and ensure that children engage in movement activities through informal as well as formal means. For example, young children might explore shapes made by their bodies while balancing on one arm and one leg, or might move with varying speeds through circular pathways while manipulating a ball or scarf. Accomplished teachers might engage students individually or in groups to explore other movement concepts using equipment, props, artwork, stories, and music to inspire movement. Accomplished early childhood teachers are familiar with the essential principles of physical education, including intensity, frequency, duration, and patterns of movement. They know that children typically use a variety of games, sports, dance, and fitness activities to express energy and emotions, and to explore body awareness. Accomplished teachers use direct instruction with specific feedback to help children practice and integrate a variety of psychomotor skills, such as running, walking, skipping, kicking, and jumping. Accomplished teachers provide a variety of physical activities to increase children's coordination, balance, agility, spatial orientation, sensory development, and kinesthetic awareness. For example, they might use stability balls and balance boards to stimulate the body in ways that increase opportunities for sensory integration, which in turn maximizes children's growth and development. Children who are active on a daily basis can increase their confidence and understanding of who they are and how they grow. Accomplished early childhood teachers provide sufficient time and varied settings for children's physical activities in the classroom and beyond, such as during recess, physical education, and outdoor field days. Teachers of younger children know that appropriate and frequent periods of physical activity are essential for developing fine and gross motor skills, including cognitive skills, and for satisfying the young child's need to be active. Teachers are creative and imaginative in seizing opportunities to have children dance, mimic animal movements, and move during transition times by hopping, crawling, or dancing to the next activity. They ensure that children have appropriate supervision, and they model physical activity patterns for children. Accomplished early childhood teachers recognize that children have different needs and limitations, and that no two children are at the same level of physical development at the same time. Teachers accept children as they are and give them the experiences and opportunities necessary to learn the skills they need. Teachers work with physical educators, physical therapists, occupational therapists, nurses, and parents to provide movement and fitness opportunities for all children. Accomplished teachers also help all children understand how to work and play with others who have physical or sensory limitations. Accomplished early childhood teachers understand that games and sports help to teach rules and regulations, as well as dispositions for cooperation, respect, and sportsmanship. Teachers provide time for cooperative and competitive games, outdoor play, movement relays, and free choice activities as important ways to increase personal and social interactions and to help release tension in an enjoyable context. Technology. Accomplished early childhood teachers use pedagogies that support young children in learning how to use technology as a tool and how to become critical consumers of technology. They evaluate technology as critically as they would any other learning resource, applying such criteria as whether or not the content is developmentally appropriate, linked to curriculum, goals, and learning standards, flexible enough to accommodate the individual needs of all children, and appropriate given the cultural context of the community, families, and children with whom teachers work. Teachers are purposeful in making decisions about when and how to use technology as a vehicle for learning. Accomplished early childhood teachers are competent with an array of technology, including visual, audio, and assistive technologies, as well as computer software and hardware. They are aware of the ever-changing nature of technology, and they stay abreast of new technological developments. Teachers know that technology, used appropriately, has the potential to positively influence children's development and learning. Accomplished early childhood teachers understand the importance of interacting with young children as they explore technology, not only to protect the devices and to ensure child safety, but to expand the learning opportunities that the technology offers. Teachers use various forms of technology to enhance children's natural sense of curiosity and ability to learn. Accomplished teachers understand young children's attitudes toward technology and their ability to interact with it. They also know how young children tend to engage with and think about technology and are familiar with the problems that children typically encounter. For example, an older child may think that calculators always provide the right answers, and a younger child may experience dissonance between the movement of the mouse on the table with the movement of the cursor on the screen. Accomplished teachers anticipate and resolve such issues. Accomplished early childhood teachers show children how to use technology throughout the curriculum to identify, organize, communicate, collaborate, create, illustrate, demonstrate, research, and collect data, as well as to produce presentations, artifacts, and documents. Accomplished teachers ensure that children understand how to use technology safely and cooperatively. Teachers can discuss technology using terminology that is both developmentally appropriate and accurate. They facilitate children's use of technology to communicate within and beyond the classroom walls, to work collaboratively, and to support individual and group learning. Accomplished teachers find ways to personalize technology to assist the learning of each child. This is the end of Standard 4.